Hello ladies and gents, welcome to a new review. Behind us is the Dacia Duster Journey full hybrid. We're gonna check it out in this video, so without further ado, let's just jump into the review. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In front of us is, as mentioned, new Dacia Duster 3rd generation Journey trim. This is the full hybrid, 140 horsepower. Now, I'm gonna turn on the headlights. You can see those. We did review the extreme version with all-wheel drive and a 6-speed manual. This one's the only automatic currently available. There is word of later they're trying to sell the hybrids because of the lower CO2 first, then they will add pure petrol or at least mild hybrid petrol with the automatic. Now quickly to show you the key fob here. Now we did review the Journey trim really quickly, so I did very detailed review of the extreme trim. Go check that video if you want to see more details. And this probably also detailed, but we'll see. I'm gonna try keeping it under half an hour. Let's unlock the car. You can see mirrors and fold. Now this is the top trim. This car, it comes with summer tires. It is now refitted for winter with winter tires, just an FYI. Because saying that because the extreme already has all season tires that are rated for winter. That's the difference. Now we have this beautiful color. I'm gonna show you the spec sheet inside. We have on the Journey trim those gray side contrasting mirrors. This is a larger, better looking Duster now, better equipped, a lot of improvement. You can see the bolsters on the top, so very tough looking as well, very spacious inside. The extreme is a bit taller than the Journey trim, but it's a minor difference, only matters if you go off-roading. Now let's come a little bit closer just quickly to run here through the new LED headlights. You can see Dacia signature there. Daytime running lights. Once again, you can see the LED projectors. This is only flashing on the camera. And then if we unlock the car, you can see the top is a turn signal. So that is that. Long beam is halogen. This is all in black, and then we have this white details with the new badge on the top. You can see wide lens camera. And as you can notice, there's no radar below. You can see the parking sensors because the camera on the top is now for emergency braking. So gray finish, and this is not really black, but this is kind of recycled plastic material. But you have this plastic going all around for light off-road, gravel, stone driving. So no issue. This is intended as an off-road vehicle. You can see also halogen bulbs for the fog lights. Let's back up. Beautiful looking new 3rd generation. Again, I love it. It looks great. You can see also side tunneling on the sides there for better aerodynamics. But this is tall and boxy SUV, so not really aerodynamic. Is but noisy on highway speeds, but in the city it's really good. They did improve the soundproof, but with the new tires. We don't have on this car because, again, it was switched to winter tires. So these are a little bit more noisier than the specially developed summer tires that you get with the new Journey trim. Now, as you can see here, we have 18-inch alloys. Beautiful design. These are 215/60 R18. These are really good winter tires. Continental Winter Contact TS 850P. There's also the 70P. Great tire, but it's a little bit noisy. Now here you can see the new Duster signature and 20% recycled plastic. Now I wish they'd removed this piece. Honestly, it would just look better in my opinion. You can see these metallic gray side contrasting mirrors. It's very cloudy, so there's a lot of reflection. We're going to focus inside on the new dash. You can see there's a new power on and volume buttons on top of the screen. We have the rain sensor and lane assist camera on the top. Well, this one doesn't keep you in the lanes, it just prevents you from passing the marking, and it's emergency braking. Now here we have double laminated front windshield. That's good for acoustics. You can see turn signal bulb, you can see the camera, wide lens. We also have a blind spot warning in the mirror. That's a good thing. So very well equipped now. This is the best you can get. Beautiful profile. I really like the new design of the new Duster. Now you can see this is plastic and then this is metal. In the extreme, you can take these off and then put them like that, in the Journey you can't. You have the rubber antenna there. On the back here we have this aerodynamic handles. The driver's side here can pop the plastic. There's a physical cylinder in there. We have tinted windows on the back. Now, looking great. The new Duster really looks amazing. It's a head turner because it's new. You can see here in the Journey we have this in white. I mean, that's standard. On the Extreme you get that in copper details. Huge thanks to local Dacia for giving me the car for a review. And you can see here the Duster Hybrid badge, same as on the front. On the back we have that kind of dark and then gray plastic. You can see the parking sensors. Left side is the fog light. We also have the cat eyes, and reverse light is on the right. You can see the exhaust pipe. Now we have cold lights for the license plate illumination, backing camera. Stop light is here, and then we have this interesting spoiler. You can see the design of that. You can see the opening button. Now let me back up here. This opens nice and tall. So let me just show you that I'm a 2 meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. Now we have this shelf on the top. This area is flat. You can put an umbrella here. This one you can take it off if you want to use the extra space on the top. Manual closing, the rest is plain. You have these anchor points. So you can put like a light, cup holder, and a phone holder. I mean, it's like a universal docking mount. You have it here. On the right you have a 12 volt outlet, warm light. On the left you have this plane. You have grocery hooks on both ends, and that's that. This is the Journey trim, so you can see the cargo space is very spacious. Now this can go up. You can put it like that. You can see here we have 5 fingers of height plus another finger for the shelf thickness, so that's 6 fingers, around 12 centimeters. Now there's nothing here. There's just like a little dampening material, and then because it has a battery, it doesn't have a room for a spare wheel. Now this one here, just drop my umbrella. This one here can go up, so you can see there's extra room there you can use. So that's that. Of course you can lower this below and then make it deeper. I'm not going to do that in this video, but you can imagine how that works. Seats knock down 60/40. I think I've showed you that. Now this one's closed here. It is open there. On this side, this is all open. You have a patching kit on this one, tow hook, and you have a room for a fire extinguisher. So extra room pocket on the left there. Now I think volume was the same, but the car is a bit longer, so they've moved the seats a little bit backwards, so you have more space inside. View from this angle, so great looking new Dacia Duster. You can see the signature here as well. This area is not illuminated. This is just like a reflector, but these are illuminated. Still bulbs, but they're cheaper to replace if they burn out. We have a good opening and closing sound. You can see the seals. Push here to lock from the inside. Now inside the door is hard plastic. There are no soft touch materials. Big handles, speaker at the bottom, all powered windows, fully automatic. Very narrow pockets, not really useful. Now the door goes all the way down. So I did rinse the car today, so there was no water residue here, but it's a little bit wet on that side. Now here, plastic step, you have this all-weather floor mats from Dacia. And you can notice these, almost like a fingerprint. You're gonna see it on the screen as well when it boots up. Now, these are the Journey seats. These are textile. Now, we have new seats. They have a core is thick foam and then soft foam on the top layer. Very comfy. You can see here the Isofix zippers. Someone obviously used these. They're there, and view at the top, we have this nice gray roof liner. Now here there's a seatbelt aligner, but there's a little tip here you pull, and then you can see it goes red when you pull it. Well, maybe you should remove the seatbelt. So if I knock this down, you can see how that looks. So I have to remove the seatbelt because I've pushed it, I guess, and then it locked in. That's that. I was sitting in the front, so let's see how much room I have behind myself. Okay, so a good feet room, as you can see, but I would be definitely, well, not hitting myself, but I'm tight. I was quite comfortable on the front, so as you can imagine, I've backed up more because I'm a tall person. So if a shorter person sitting in the front, the seat will be definitely more up front. I think I actually just lean backwards a little bit more. Otherwise, again, you would have more room. Now here in the back, we have a little room here. So sorry, I noticed there's a lot of light shooting into the camera. You can see the two USB-Cs for fast charging. There's that anchor point I was talking about. And you can see transmission tunnel is a bit taller, not too tall, not too wide. The seats are nice and comfortable. You can squeeze a third person here for a shorter journey, but it's more comfortable for two people. In the back, you can see the back end, very roomy. They maximize the headspace inside as well. Now you have all three handles, they're fixated on all sides besides the driver's side, and there's no hooks here, but they've added them on the B pillar right there. You can press down here to lower this one or raise it up, same for the back ones. Let's hear the closing sound. Good closing sound. Now decent soundproof, up to 100 kilometers. Well, around 90 or 100, it starts to be a little bit noisy inside, and 130, it's even more noisier. But they've improved a lot, they've invested a lot, they had a limited budget, so considering that, all the improvements are amazing. You can see the front, the Journey trim has these blue plastic details, blue seats, while the Extreme has this green theme. But this is the material, I'm going to show you that on the front, that the Extreme has instead of cloth, and it's really not a great material. It doesn't allow your skin to breathe. It's very sweaty in summer, it's very hot, so the textile seats are much better for summer and winter. So I would advise getting the Journey trim. On the top, I didn't show you here, we have physical lights, they're warm lights, and I almost exited before I showed you the headspace. Let me just untangle my mic cable. You can see headspace. Actually, let me raise this headrest. So I am a bit tight. I'm touching with my hair, but I can actually straighten up. The bench doesn't recline, unfortunately, but still good headspace. Okay, now front doors. Same closing sound, more or less. You can see not sure why that is blinked, but I guess it's working even when it's off. Okay, tire pressure is right here. Now there's a little screen animation came on. Here you can see same materials. Again, nothing's padded, all hard plastic, didn't fit the budget. You can see this. This popped out. This is when you have hard plastic. People are just banging their knees here, I guess, in the corners, and it just popped out. It's now making some noises if you squeeze it. That's sadly the nature of plastics. Big handles, you can disable here the rear, all power windows, fully automatic. You can fold the mirrors and adjust them electronically. More useful pocket on the front, speaker down there. All weather floor mats, it's winter, it's a little bit dirty. You can see the automatic pedals. There's another speaker right there. Seats are manual, push up to slide back and forward, up and down, push up for tilt. No lumbar, but again, very comfortable seats. And I would definitely recommend the Journey trim. It looks better in my opinion with this black and blue. You can see also the Dacia badge there. View at the top, and before we jump in, the steering column is adjusted manually. We have the electronic parking brake. These are blanks. Now, on the Bigster, you would have power tailgate. So in that case, you would have an extra button there. This is my personal Eco LED height adjustment height and E-Save. I will explain that inside. Let's jump inside. It's a little bit windy here today, but hopefully you can hear me well. I have an external mic. Good closing sound. Now, since my phone is being repaired in warranty, I don't have a wide lens on this one. On a loaner iPhone, it's a iPhone XS Plus, but I can like go a little bit backwards like this. Anyways, I can't show you the point of view, but there will be point of view driving and separated night point of view driving with my impressions of the full hybrid system. Okay, steering wheel has nice leather, so it's on the smooth side, but it has a good grip. It's a 3-spoke, flat bottom and top, and this car has now 11,000 kilometers. I've actually showed you the same car very quickly after the press conference and local launch when it was brand new. So as you can see here, 11,000 kilometers on the clock. So only this is the thing I've noticed that's a problem. And when I was driving, it was actually quite windy, but there's like 130 whistling sound here. On the other side, you really don't hear it. And besides that, everything is more or less good. The only thing I've noticed is this. So I don't know, it just started squeaking. That's the only thing I've maybe noticed, that through time, started making some sounds. That's that. You have your lights here, keep them on automatic. Wipers, you have the volume control there. Vents, I showed you that, so you can see here, this is all hard plastic. There's a speaker here in the A-pillar, you can see it on the other side. Speakers or the sound system are decent when you fine-tune the middle treble bass. You can see these, I mentioned those. Now we have a new screen. We're gonna come back to that in a moment. You can see here Duster signature. Well, this is just dropping fast, but a very spacious glove compartment. Now let me show you the spec sheet here. Duster Journey trim, hybrid 140 horsepower. The base price is $27,800. There are a few options like the package City. That's a 360 parking camera, blind spot, 490 euros, and metallic color Sandstone beige, 590 euros. So altogether with 25% value added tax and CO2 tax here in Croatia, it's 28,880. That's the full price. So this is the most expensive Duster you can get. You can see the air vents, you can see the AC controls, hazards, car locks when you start driving, but you can manually lock it and unlock it. There's a start-stop button there. There's that anchor point right there as well. Here's a little room. It's plasticky, so that's that. You have the 12 outlet, 2 USB-Cs. These are for media, but ones in the back are for fast charging because you have a wireless charger here. This is nice and rubberized. This one goes amber when you're charging your phone. And then again, automatic. This one's a full hybrid, so it's like 0-speed automatic, although it has 16 different driving modes. That's what they say. You can see here how that works. There's a parking button there. So you have drive and brake for B's for more recuperation in drive. When you let go, car starts coasting like 30% recuperation, smaller recuperation at the end, and then B recuperates fully. You can almost drive one pedal, but it doesn't always engage immediately. So yeah, you have to get a little feeling for it. This one has a little plastic cubby here. The Extreme has that wheel for all-wheel drive, so different driving modes. And downhill assist, this one doesn't have that, but you can use the B mode for going downhill, so it's going to be braking as well. Close up on this material, that's recycled plastic. Looks almost like Alcantara, but it's not. Again, these seats are so much better and so much comfier. The textile is just better than this material altogether. You can see here cup holders. There's like a little pen, I guess, room. This goes up. I forgot my USB-C cable, although I have a different iPhone now, so the USB-C doesn't work on it. This one goes here. This extends, moves all directions. You can see how that works. So that's your phone mount if you want to use that. And then there's the extra room here. This one you just take it up, it locks in, so that's that. It does not extend. It does have a room here for parking cards. Someone placed this one here, so I guess that's where you can put it. I'm gonna leave this here so I don't forget it. And I think we're gonna show you the top and then turn on the infotainment. You can see I'm using my old borrowed iPhone, so my is on repair. Something with the camera photo sensor went off, so I had some stars on the side there in the corner, but that will hopefully be fixed soon. In warranty, passenger airbag is up there. You can see these currently off, but they're warm lights. Emergency call. I like this black and gray combo. This is of course from Renault. You can see here documents holder and a beauty mirror. This doesn't extend when you put it on the side, so I'm not just gonna do that. Headspace, plenty of headroom. It's actually very spacious head-wise. There's no candle here. Now, Dacia Duster is the name in Europe. In Turkey now it's not anymore Dacia Duster. It is Renault Duster, believe it or not. So you have a Renault badge here and Duster, name of the model. That's that. Press the brake, press the start button, and since I think I already did the animation, it's not doing it again. Let me quickly show you the TFT screen. We have here buttons for views. So these are the views. You can see here the size of the lane and distance. Now if you move the trip computer to this, you can see this as a full screen. Once again, a little bit close up, so you can see how that looks, full screen. And then you can have those on the side. So you can see these are off. Navigation, it just tells you where to turn. No little map. Ecometer, energy flow, odometer. You just press the OK button to reset. Fuel consumption is 6.3 here. My lowest was 5.3. Maybe best you can get it to 5, but it's a boxy shape, big SUV, so not really aerodynamic. Water temperature, when you're stationary, you can see the service intervals, and that's that. This is the huge improvement because you have the digital cockpit, no more classical speedometer with needles. This one is also a huge upgrade. This screen is faster. Now in the Bigster, you get the same quality screen on this one that's full size and full real estate on the sides. In the Duster, they didn't do that. And in the Bigster, this middle bridge is taller. That's something I prefer. And then this one's like closer here. This one you have to reach down for it. This is all, by the way, rubberized. So this is all rubber. It's not plastic. Now to the main screen quickly. If you go to the navigation, the first time you turn it on, it just loads for ages. I'm not sure why. It just takes a while to load all the data. But once you load it, when you exit and come back to it, it works fast. So let me say here recenter. So we have a really fast Google Maps. You can see all the heavy traffic in Zagreb right now. It's horrible. You can recenter. Now, if you want to switch to dark mode, it doesn't do it automatically. You have to go to the appearance. And then at night, if you want to switch it and have a day theme, you have to do it like that. And we'll just switch to night theme. It doesn't work automatically. It's not tied to the headlights. But you can just leave it like that because it's dark and it just matches the digital cockpit. So, and the interior is black, so it works well. Here, car settings. You can see here energy flow. There's pedestrian warning sound, but you cannot choose different sounds, so it's just the default one. There's a shortcut here. Now car went to power saving mode, so I'll just have to start it again. Now kicked in the petrol. The petrol is a little bit loud when it's cold, but when it warms up, it's not that loud. Here's a pull-down menu. You can control the brightness here and traction control. Now back to the home menu. You have here shortcuts for the energy flow, how green you're driving. You can turn on the cameras. The cameras are actually great. They're not super sharp, but you have the angles. You can see the wheel here when you turn the steering wheel, and honestly, it would be cool if they were sharper resolution, but for the most users, it's enough to get you feeling when you're parking, because look at the hood here. It's really looking powerful and it's long, but for some people, it's very hard to, get a feeling how close you are to an obstacle. When you go back to navigation, as I mentioned, now it works fast, so it's just like it comes on. I wish it was just like that when you turn on the vehicle. Driving assistance, you can go to personal, and then you can switch off these annoying features that are now mandatory, but every time the car resets, you have to just press twice here it's going to be on. When you press twice, then you go to personal setting and you can disable those. You can see all of those. I'm just going to quickly run through these. My driving, this is like a eco coach. You can see your fuel consumption here as well. Settings, these are for the infotainment. You can change the language there. Vehicle access, welcome, wiping, cockpit, screen. Here you can play with the brightness of the screen at day and night. You can change colors here. We can actually go to perhaps a blue color. There's no ambient lights inside. There's just this background color, so you can match it with the interior color. And you can see here tire pressure. So this changes that. I think we've covered everything. So we have here music. You can play here with the type of sound, balance feeder, tone control, and volume speed. So very nice and fast infotainment. Finally, great screen resolution. You have Apple and Android Auto as well if you want to check those out. I think you need to use the USB cable, but go check my extreme version because I don't have the right cable right now here, so apologies for that. You can see those, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can also download apps here, so that's very great. Let's play some music. I can't play for too long not to get a copyright strike, you know the drill. You know this, control volume up and down, press here in the middle to mute, source mode, and so on. And that's that. Navigation is great. Again, not sure why it, like, for a moment it just turned it on and then now it's loading it again. I'm not sure if it's like catching live data and then they decide not to show you the actual map, because if that's the reason, they should just show you the map and then load traffic. It would work a lot better. But the navigation is nice and fast. It is quite laggy now looking because I think the car is trying to get into power saving mode. We're in drive, so just quickly lower the window. It's windy outside, so I'm not sure if the mic is going to pick this up. So I'm just going to go forward. So what happens is the car has this pedestrian warning sound when it's in EV mode. That's that. You can kick into B. Actually, you have to press all the way to put it into drive. And then when you're in drive, you can just pull it towards yourself to switch to B. In that case, you have more recuperation. And while the car is on, let me just show you the energy flow. So when you're going forward, well, you need to pass a certain threshold for the speed, but then it goes blue or white if you are, driving electric. Let me just back up through the fence. So just trying to get closer for the reverse camera to engage with parking sensors. I'm getting close. So I was hoping for the camera to switch angle like in Renault, but I guess they didn't add that to the Duster. And by the way, all the windows are fully automatic. You can see the rear windows going all the way down, but you can see here Renault Dacia signature on the window. There it's reversed here, but you can see it here as well. It's mirrored. After that, again, navigation. See, it's now super fast, so it looks great. I'm gonna wrap it here. Press P for park. Now 140 horsepower. I didn't explain. I will explain now. So we're gonna switch it off, and we're going to open the front bonnet. Okay, it's once, but I just want to make sure. E-save button, I'll explain now. It basically tells the system not to deplete the battery below 30%. So if you're planning going uphill and you're towing something, you want to save some juice for going uphill. Otherwise, if you deplete the battery, if it goes down, the petrol will kick in, but then you're not getting the full power. You're only relying on the petrol. And now I will explain the power setup of the full hybrid. That's 140 horsepower once again. Just here push to the left. So as obvious, someone went off-roading with this car into terrible mud and they didn't clean out the car. But it is what it is. There's a lot of signs here not to pressure wash. Another one here, so someone will have to do that manually with a wet cloth. Anyways, washer fluid is right there. And let me explain the system. 140 horsepower, but electric motor on the right has 49 horsepower, and the 4-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol, it's a 4-cylinder, again has 94 horsepower. So it's not added up, it's system limited for some reason to 140. In Renault they have 145 horsepower, so don't ask why they've limited it. Probably because of the CO2, because this is a larger car and it has a bigger CO2, so that's probably the reason for that. You have 2 gas struts holding the bonnet, so that's a nice thing. And you can notice here acoustic foam they've added on the sides there. So they try to dampen the sound. The petrol wasn't too loud, but that's a 3-cylinder if you go for the petrol version, the mild hybrid. But this one, full hybrid, is a little bit louder again, because sometimes it's in a mode that just charges the battery, and then also it's a driving mode, so a little bit complicated. But you should not worry yourself with that, because the hybrid system will charge the battery itself, so you don't have to charge it. You're charging it when you're braking, with friction braking, and when you're recuperating, then you're putting juice into the battery. And trust me, I was today stuck in heavy traffic, and the battery helped not to spin and burn fuel. It's just using the battery. Again, system will care about the battery, it will charge it by petrol, braking, or recuperation. You don't have to worry about it. So hybrids are not plug-in hybrids, so you don't have to charge them by plugging it in the outlet. Just a note for those who might be confused, the PR asked to explain that, because some people are getting confused with the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid. That's that. Hopefully I've explained that well. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, it's completely free, and hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe. Until then, bye.